This evening, we entered a darkened church. A church that was totally dark and empty. Don't be shocked by what I'm saying. Indeed, we entered an empty church because the Lord's presence was missing. This darkness, this emptiness represents so much our lives and of our world. There is darkness when you and I are filled with anger. There is darkness when we feel hatred towards another person. There is darkness when we continue to display attitudes of revenge. And there is darkness when we see projected on our television screens, iPads, and cell phone images that are filled with barbaric acts of violence and terrorism. This is the world that you and I live in. Darkness is real. Not only out there in the world, but also in our own inner lives. Think about the envies and the resentments that you and I have experienced in our own lives. Darkness is not far away from us. We have tasted it, and it hurts. Hermanos y hermanas, precisamos de una luz que ilumine nuestros pasos. No queremos una luz cualquiera ni transitoria que en cualquier momento pueda fundirse, apagarse. Nosotros precisamos de la única luz que nunca se apaga. Queremos vivir vidas unidas a la luz que destruyó la muerte y el pecado para siempre. La oscuridad no es un cuento. La oscuridad es real. Las lecturas de esta noche nos invitan a conectarnos con la única luz que puede iluminar el camino que conduce al cielo. La luz que ilumina el camino a la reconciliación. El camino de vida eterna. Each of the readings this evening connect us with darkness. The slavery of a people in Egypt, their isolation in a foreign land, the heartache experienced by betrayal and lack of love. Isolation and darkness caused by death hurts. But death is not the end of the story. Death does not have the final word. Christ the light has victoriously risen from the dead. And his light, the light that we just witnessed just a few moments ago, filled this church. We were able to experience with our own eyes how gradually the light of Christ reached each one of us, row by row, pew by pew, transforming us once again into bearers of the light, his light. La luz de Cristo nos ha liberado. La oscuridad no tiene poder sobre nosotros. La luz misericordiosa de Cristo nos invita a perseverar a lo largo de este peregrinaje, cuya meta es la de entrar victoriosos por las puertas del reino que nos aguarda en el cielo. Laura, Ezekiel, Markins, and Nikolai, tonight you will finally join the community of the church by receiving the light of your freedom. You will be liberated along with all of us. Liberated from the darkness that due to the snares of sin, we were all subjected to. Dear elect, recall your journey, the journey that brought you to this place tonight, to this beautiful, mighty house of prayer. Recall the journey as we accompanied you through the scrutinies. You expressed a desire to change your old ways, seeking the Lord's mercy. He who quenches our thirst empowers us to see. And he who lovingly called us out of darkness has filled us with new life that you're about to receive. Your journey has been an inspiration to all of us who have been praying for you. Together we are to walk as children of the light, sharing the light of Christ's love and mercy with everyone we encounter along the way. You have helped us not only to lose sight of Christ, but to be reminded that His light fills us with peace and hope, especially during the darkest hours of our lives. Esta noche, San Pablo en su epístola nos recuerda que al unirnos con Cristo en su muerte, seremos uno con Él cuando nos desate de las cadenas amargas y oscuras de la muerte. Todo esto es posible no en base a una ideología o fórmula barata. Esto se debe a una persona viva y presente entre su pueblo, Jesucristo, la luz del mundo. En Cristo ya no existen mentiras, ya no existen confusiones. En Cristo solo existe la verdad. Y todo aquel que ama la verdad escucha su voz. My brothers and sisters, on this glorious night, we're invited to follow the light that leads us to freedom. The gift of Christ's freedom allows us to remain with Him as we imitate Him by loving and mercifully serving others as Christ has taught us. To the elect about to be baptized, please value the gift you are about to receive. To the rest of the community this evening, I ask you to pray for them. But not only pray for them, we need to pray for ourselves. We need to pray for one another. We need to pray for those who have left the church, that one day they may return and share the banquet that awaits us at the altar. Pray that we may never take these gifts for granted. We are to remember always that we are no longer in darkness, because Christ the light lives in you, lives in me, lives in each and every one of us. Christ is risen. He is our light and our joy. Alleluia, alleluia.